The girls have only 6 more days to convince the public to buy their new single, A Whole Lot of History, and they really want a top 10.
We get used to a certain level of success where we're used to singles going on 1, 2 or 3.
But management aren't taking any chances and scheduling back-to-back TV to sell the single.
Being on telly is where people expect them to be, and if they don't see them on telly where they're used to seeing them on telly when they're releasing a single, then it does make it very difficult to sell.
A nervous girl group keep their fingers crossed.
We don't really have a clue whether people like it or not.
TV promotions executive Rachel Cook has planned their chart battle very carefully, picking and choosing the shows she feels will help them get into the charts.
You're always looking for your big telly, so at the time that you're actually planning your plot, so to speak, it's like, what is the biggest audience figures that you can possibly get in that hit?
Today is a big day for the girls because they're going to hear the all-important midweek chart position.
We get a midweek chart position, which we get from retailers, which gives us an indication of how well a single or an album is selling. So we get them every day leading up to the chart on Sunday, so we never know what the chart is going to be on Sunday, but we do have an indication of how the sales are doing.
It's an early start for the famous 5 with a full day of campaigning ahead of them before those dreaded chart figures.
It actually does feel like the middle of the night. When you get up, you feel like so jealous of everybody that can still sleep.
And not everyone is relishing the results of the midweeks.
I'd rather we were out the country when we hear the midweek. You can kind of tell by people's expressions, like before they tell you if it's good or bad. Like if you don't get a message on your phone by 12 o'clock on the Tuesday, you know it's bad.
Are we going then?
We are.
It's actually very, very calm this morning. It's quite nice. When they first get here, it's all a bit, oh no, it's so early, but they soon forget.
So tell me, baby.
I think Darren was on the floor down there. I'm not sure he believed his luck this morning.
I know. A bit much. They just had some really unflattering leg shot, up, like you know when they go upwards, it makes you look bigger.
See yourself.
Well, I don't know. Just, it's enough to give anyone a complex, really.
I've got to admit, A Whole Lot of History doesn't feel as if it's doing as well as some of the other singles have done in the past. It will be a good single. I presume it will go into the top 10. We just have to really keep our fingers crossed.
By 10 a.m, the girls are already at their next appointment of the day with Davina.
So proud.
Nerves and tiredness means no one's in a chatty mood backstage until an old friend and fellow guest star pops in to see the girls. But this just sets off more insecurities for one member.
I thought I'd come and say hello really quick. Not that camera again. I'll see you again. So are you. How are you? All right.
I think she looks fantastic.
Nice to see you. Bye.
Her legs are amazing. Fucking cow.
Amazing legs.
I'm brown. Not one smidgen of cellulite. Believe me, I was looking.
So boobs make it look a lot smaller as well, though. Tiny thing.
There's no way those boobs have anything to do with the minuteness of that woman. Nothing. They are just fucking huge.
You're not exactly that yourself.
Half an hour before they have to go onto the studio floor, and Cheryl is still convinced she doesn't look right.
I know, Nicola, it's over.
Me? No.
Me feel depressed. Right now, even worse.
I don't like it. I've got sensitive skin, okay? Don't flick me because I...
What is that, Mary? All about it?
Because I did it bad.
Is it bad? Pop yourself in front of it.
Is this Mike?
No, this is your ears.
You do it to me? You do it to me? Now look in the mirror, and I'm not fucking joking. Can you see a change? Can you?
Oh, okay.
No.
So this is your wife,
You
She's going to have to do the rest of it. It's too much. You need to flip it first and not.
You know what that means, don't you? It means we need to go to the gym. Girls Aloud.
As the girls drive to their next TV show, the midweek results come in. Their worst result today is a number 9, and they need to do better.
We just received the midweek today for Whole Lot of History, and it's number 8 at the moment. So we've never had one that's not been in the top 10 yet. Though,
No.
So thank God it's in the 10. So let's just hope it goes up to top 5, because that would be better, really. See what happens.
Looking good is part of the band's sales pitch, but Nicola worries that it's not enough.
Pop isn't in fashion at the minute. I mean, you had pop bands, you had Steps, Spice Girls, you had all them pop bands. It was like an overdose on pop. And then you had R&B, you had Destiny's Child, you had all of them. Now it's indie. It just moves around like a cycle. It's whatever is in fashion. And I also believe the public are quite manipulated by the media. Whatever the media says is cool, the public automatically think is cool. In the beginning, it was never cool to like Girls Aloud, because of the whole reality TV thing. But now we've been around for so long, I'd like to think that people respected the fact that we are one of the only reality bands still around. Not even so much reality bands, pop bands in general.
It's Saturday, the day before the final chart position and the last opportunity to sell the single. Kids TV is an important market for the band, and they have to make it count.
Double for us, here we go.
Today we are doing Holly and Stephen's Saturday Showdown, and because the single was released on Monday, it's really important to get a good Saturday TV in.
Terry, 5 seconds. Quick, 5 seconds. We're only joking.
There's obviously kids watching telly on Saturday morning, and this show gets really good ratings.
What do we do? 2, Van, put the card out.
Hope that people watch it until about, 11:30, and then they kind of perhaps nip to the shops with mum and dad, and they might just go and buy a single. Fingers crossed. Midweek's gone up quite a lot, actually. It went from 8 to 5, which was good because the lowest single position we've had so far with the girls has been number 7. We all really, really loved the single, and we really think that it should do well. So the fact that it went up in the midweeks was just music to our ears, really. It's always nice to say you got a top 5 single.
The girls have done all they can, and they leave the studios knowing tomorrow is the big day. The next day, 6:30 p.m, and the girls are on their way to choreography. Nadine's expecting the all-important call, and Sarah doesn't want to be filmed.
All right then, great. Cheers, speak to you in a bit. Bye-bye. We'll do it in 10 minutes.
Today we find out exactly what job position we are. So I don't know if it's gone up from 5 or if it's gone down or what's happening with it yet. So I think I have to do the radio interview. You get nervous before you find out because you're not too sure. Like it could have went from number 5 to number 15, number 25.
Hello? Okay, hold on 1 second, I'll pass you over.
Radio 1's chart show.
With Scott Mills and Westwood.
First new entry inside the new top 10 for Girls Aloud with their brand new single. And Nadine's on the phone. Hello.
Hello.
You are on Radio 1's chart show to find out, obviously, where you're charting today. I can tell you are number 6 with a whole lot of history.
That's big. Oh, yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's
really
crazy.
Good.
Congratulations. That's your 4th single off a classic album.
Yeah.
I pay attention to Girls Aloud.
Right, listen, we're playing your new entry at number 6 now. This is Whole Lot of History, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you, Nadine.
All right, bye.
6.
You want it to be top 5, top 3 at the most, but 6 is good. 6 is, that's fine.
Please, make sure they're safe.
With the results just in, there's no let-up in their schedule, and the girls go straight to dance rehearsals that evening. Everyone's a little disheartened with the chart position, except for Cheryl.
We got the chart position number 6, which is amazing, because I don't think a lot of people at home know how it actually works. We release 1 or maybe 2 singles, and then the album, and then hopefully everybody buys the album because they like the 2 singles. So then every single after that, everybody's already got because they've got it on the album. So for us to still be at number 6, the 4th single off the album, it's unbelievable. So we're just really over the moon that we're still making it into the top 10 when our album's been out for ages. Happy days.
I feel ferociously proud of them that they've managed to sustain and, you know, fight through the demise of pop music. If you'd read this week's kind of top 40 2 years ago, the album chart, you probably wouldn't have known about 3 artists in there, which just shows how quickly things change. In
a land of a lot of guitars and a lot of bling and a lot of American R&B music, Girls Aloud is still up there in the top 10. It's fabulous.
Next week, the girls head down under and get busy with the locals.
Fucking hell! What will it do if I kiss it? Bite me face off?
Nadine's got a hot date with a famous admirer.
Been invited out for a drink with a real hottie. I mean, hotter than hot.
And Girls Aloud really let their hair down on a boozy night out.
We need to go now because everybody's embarrassing themselves.
That's at the same time next week. Tomorrow night at 10, can Chantel work her romantic magic on some more dream dates? Comedy next tonight, though, from a double